Welcome one and all to Battle of the Bricks, where we take a look at a retired set and compare it to its current equivalent to see which is better. Introducing today's contenders, on the left we have the retired fire station. Weighing in at 920 pieces, this heavyweight first released in December 2015 and retired December 2018. It originally retailed for around £85. On the right, we have the soon to retire fire station with fire truck. Weighing in at 843 pieces, this current set first released December 2023 and is due to retire December 2025 with a retail price of around £70. Each set has its own charm, but which is better? Only one way to find out. Build! Okay, so round one, we're going to take a look at what minifigures and accessories come with each set. First off, we've got the retired fire station. The minifigs you get with this are the fire chief. This guy here drives the fire truck. Then you've got a pilot for the helicopter, and you've got these two fire crew, the food vendor, and a fire station appropriate Dalmatian dog. You also get these cool flames and this really cool food cart for the food vendor. And the story with this is his cart basically catches on fire and the fire team have to pop the fire out. You also get, clipped to the side of the station, a radio, a circular saw, a classic Lego fire axe, and a torch. Now we'll take a look at the current set's minifigs. So you've got the fire chief, and then you've got 4 firefighters with this team. This lady here, she drives the fire truck, and these guys help put out the fires. And then you've got this sleepy one here as well, and you get a little dog as well. I know the other set had a dog. I prefer the dog in the other set just because it's white and spotty like a Dalmatian should be. Not too sure what this dog's meant to be. Probably a Labrador or something like that. In terms of accessories, you have this sort of bucket on fire. I think I prefer that to the older set. You also get a drone that can fire out little water pieces. Oh, that's just gone miles. Never mind, I'll find it in a sec. So you got that there. Minifigs control it with this really cool control panel here. And I know we're not on the vehicles yet, but you have got interchangeable parts for the fire engine as well. But we'll get into the vehicles just now.
Round 2.
The older set actually comes with more vehicles. So you've got the fire chief's car, the actual fire engine, and a really cool helicopter. Let's take a closer look at those now. Starting off with the fire chief's car. It's pretty stylish design. You have a number plate on the front and on the back there, and you've got the right lights on it as well. So you've got red lights on the back and sort of clear lights on the front there. The top comes off on this one, and in there you've got the fire chief's breathing apparatus that he can take out to help respond to any fires. The helicopter is up next. So the front of this opens up and minifig sits just in there. You've got just enough studs for them to sit there. You also get a searchlight, and this fires out 1 stud of water as well, which you've got storage for in the back of the helicopter. So there's 5 water studs in there for the water gun. Overall, pretty cool design. I like this bit at the back here. It's like an exhaust system. Cool use of the grill there as well. Pretty cool. Now let's take a look at the fire engine. And what a fire engine it is. There's space in the front for 2 minifigs. Just about. There'll be having to link arms a little bit, I think, or you could sit one a little bit further back. It's got a nice broad front to it as well. Number plate, clear lights, really cool. Nice big siren on the top there. And it's got storage for the water in here for the little stud shooter mounted on the side there. That comes off and you've got a nice long bit of rope there to act as the fire hose. On the other side you have got these two storage compartments there, and you can pop in the breathing apparatus for two of the fire crew. It also has this stand system to keep it stable. Let's flip that round to the other side, get these down. So that helps keep the truck stable as you utilise the fire, I want to say ladder, but it's more like a crane, and then your minifig can stand on those two studs just in there. It's a nice big fire truck. It's got a little bit of heft to it, but not as much as the trains do, but I think it's really, really cool. It stays stable when you build it. This set of wheels are offset by like one plate height, and when you pop these down it just sort of gives everything a bit of stability. So very well thought out, the design of this fire truck. Now let's take a look at the newer sets fire truck. So this is the fire truck for the newer set. So this has got a fire crane that revolves around, and that actually lifts out, and you can replace it with the water cannon that I showed you earlier, and that just literally slots into place there. Got a bit of storage on here as well, so that opens up. You can probably pop something like a helmet in there, and you've also got one on the other side as well. Cool little details as well. There's like places to step up for the fire crew. The truck's got a nice slick look as well, sort of minimal studs on the top, cool looking sirens as well on the top there, and this bit lifts off, but you've only got room for one minifigure in there, and that's this lady here, ready for action. It's a shame the set only comes with one vehicle, as it does have additional storage space for another vehicle and also a helicopter on the top. Up next for round 3, we're going to take a closer look at each of the sets. Let's get into it now.
Round 3.
Starting off with the old set, just some cool features to point out at the front. So you've got this really cool revolving door here, and then you've got two garages for the vehicles. So garage 1 houses the fire chief's car, and garage 2 houses the fire truck. Both garages have these really cool looking shutters. I just remember these being the coolest thing when I was a bit younger. It's also used on one of the retired police headquarters sets as well. And you've got the fireman's pole actually at the front of this set. 2 secs, and I'll grab a minifig and we'll see one go down.
A few moments later.
Right, here we go. Whoa! Quick, to the truck. Moving round to the back of the set, if I just inch it a little bit closer to us. At the bottom here, you've got a coffee machine, so the firefighters can grab a nice hot cup of coffee whilst they're not dealing with an emergency. As you move up, you've got a control centre with a revolving chair there and a map of the local area. And then moving up, you've got bunk beds, so the team can rest in between dealing with emergencies. The doorway here and doorway there is so that the fire crew can use the pole to get down to ground level. If you move over, you've got how the fire truck looks when it's parked up, just in there. Looks pretty cool. And this is the helicopter pad, and the helicopter sits on there really, really nicely. And then you've got the garage where the fire chief's car stays, and then cool little details like you've got some satellites, dishes going on at the top, little air vent, back of the fire sign, cool aerial. All in all, pretty decent set with great playability as well. You can easily imagine the fire chief here sort of realising there's an emergency. The team could be doing some training around the back, dealing with a little fire. So great stories to be told with this one, especially with that cart catching on fire just out the front of the fire station as well. He's lucky he set up shop there, really, isn't he, with his greasy grills catching on fire. Right, let's take a look at the newer set. So the current set has a smaller footprint than the retired set, but it does look a lot more modern. You've got these really cool, sturdy shutters for the vehicle bays there. It is a shame it only comes with one vehicle, but I suppose it's a way to get you to purchase some more. Keep in mind, this set has a lower retail price than its older counterpart as well. But the fire truck just sits in there quite nicely, and then that just comes down. Pretty cool. I like the way the control center and sleeping area up here is just offset slightly, and then at the top here you've got a helicopter pad. So if you did want to buy some additional vehicles for this, at least there is some space to accommodate them. This set also has a pole for the minifigs to go down. 2 sets. I'll grab one of them and we'll take a look and see how they go down the pole. Hang on.
2 hours later.
Right, here we go. Oh, that was really lackluster compared to the way the minifigs go round in a circle down the pole on the older set. But hey, at least it's there. Let's take a look at the back. So, looking at the back, there's not really a lot of space to accommodate the fire engine, not like the original set. So I'll pop that out of the way. And then you've got the 2 bays either side, and then you've just got small sleeping area, not even a bunk bed, and small control area. But you do get a hot dog as well as a more modern looking coffee machine. You also get a place to put the helmets here as well, and you get a really cool fire axe, which I missed out on the accessories a bit. I guess I'll award an extra point. I'll show you that fire axe now. Actually, it is a lot better than the old one. Right, back to the front just to get at that fire axe. There we go. So that is a lot more realistic than the axe that you get with the older set. Don't know if you can see it as well. If I move the set a bit closer, you've got a bowl of water for the dog, and in the back here you've just got some info on the fire vehicles. I think it's just telling you which one's meant to go where, and it's the same with the helicopter as well. Lots of lovely stickers, but both sets had stickers, so points off for stickers. What is really cool on this though is that number 1 there and that number 2 there, not stickers, they're actual pieces. How cool is that? So we've had a look at both sets in close detail. Which one's the best? It's really hard. Each one, like I said at the beginning of the video, each one does have its own little charm. The more modern minifigs as well do have cool things like additional faces. They obviously come with hair as well, which the old minifigs don't, so that does improve the playability of the set, which I think overall is probably the most important thing. The fact the newer set doesn't come with as many vehicles as the older set sort of decreases its playability, but I think the minifigs more than make up for that. Just another thing, I just wanted to compare side by side how the new helmets look versus the old ones. So I don't know, the old ones just like with that breathing apparatus style, new ones don't really sort of have that. It is so hard to pick a winner out of the two sets, but I'm gonna go with the older set. It just has this really nice sort of older charm. The fact that the station's big enough to fully accommodate the vehicles being parked, the extra bunk bed, and the fact it's got an actual Dalmatian instead of just like some sort of generic Labrador as well. I think that cinches it for me. So I've got a little trophy here. Fire Chief, do you want to come and get your trophy? There you go, sir. Isn't it a beaut? Well done for winning, older set. That's it for this video. If you couldn't tell already, I had a lot of fun getting this video together. It's been really cool comparing an older set to a more contemporary one. Just sort of things to note, a lot of them, well, both sets use quite a lot of similar pieces. It was just interesting to sort of see how an old style versus a new style goes together. The older set, if you can find it, I definitely recommend picking it up. It has gone up in value since it was first released, so you're expecting to pay probably round about £130 now if you wanted to get one. The newer set is actually still available. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, it's going to be available until December 2025. It's definitely a good set to pick up as well. They're both really good, and if you've got a big enough city, I think you've got the argument that you could probably do with 2 fire stations. Anyway, that's me for today. thank you very much for tuning in and watching the video. Please subscribe so you don't miss the next exciting chapter of Brick's Beard. And if you liked it, please drop a like as well. Not a lot of people comment on the videos, so even if you didn't like it, drop us a comment, let us know what you didn't like, and I'll try to improve for next time. Anyway, thank you again, thank you very, very much, and until next time, take care. Bye. The fire truck, so that just reverses in there quite nicely. He says, and my lights falling down. They are both so cool.